Thanks for joining me here on the Be Progressive Show. I am Brandon Neal, and today I'm going to, in this clip, talk a little bit about the MAGA sabotaging the Georgia Senate runoff races for the Republican Party. Phew, must be a tough one, Republicans. Now you've got this crazy base that followed the crazy cult leader that you made president, calling for Republicans to stay home and not vote in the Georgia Senate runoff races, and between Perdue, Loeffler, Warnock, and Ossoff. This is fantastic. So please, please do this. This may be the first time that I've ever agreed with MAGA. Do it. It'd be awesome. So anyway, CNN talks a little bit about it. I'll talk through it here when we're done.
Brian, you heard an unusual exchange today between the Republican National Committee chairwoman and some Georgia Republican voters. Tell us what happened.
Yeah, Boris, it really was a fascinating morning. GOP chairwoman Ronna McDaniel here in Georgia trying to fire up the base of Republicans to get out and vote in these crucially important Senate runoffs. The Republicans have to win at least one of these races if they want to retain control of the Senate majority. But after she gave her pitch to these voters, the people in the audience started hammering her with questions about the November election and specifically the way that the Georgia race was run. They were demanding that she do more to help President Trump try and overturn the results of this election. In fact, listen to this one exchange between McDaniel and a few of these Republican voters.
How are we going to give money and work when it's already decided?
It's not decided. This is the key.
That voice.
It's not decided. If you lose your faith and you don't vote and people walk away, that will decide it. So we have to work hard. Trust us. We're fighting. We're looking at every legal avenue.
Get that word out because people are losing their.
So now that's just one Republican voter, Boris, but it demonstrates the worst case scenario for Republicans here in Georgia. If Republicans don't have faith in the electoral process, and if they're so obsessed with President Trump's efforts to undermine the credibility of this election, there's a real worry that they may not show up on January 5th. Now, McDaniel really tried to turn it back on these voters. She said to them that it was so important for them to vote. She tried to instill some level of confidence while at the same time entertaining this idea that there was something fraudulent about the election in November. Keep in mind, in Georgia, the election system here is run completely by Republicans. The Secretary of State is a Republican. The governor, Brian Kemp, he is a Republican. Both of them are big supporters of President Trump. Boris, at this event we were with today with Chairwoman McDaniel, there was someone in the crowd who actually screamed out, "Kemp is a crook," talking about the Republican governor who is a supporter of President Trump. It's essentially becoming a Republican civil war to a certain extent, where there's a lot of angst among rank and file Republicans who have a lot of passionate support for Donald Trump. Both David Perdue and Kelly Loeffler need those voters to come out and support them on January.
They sure do. But guess what? MAGA may have thrown the monkey wrench into this race, and that may put the Senate with the Dems. And if it does, it's your own damn fault. You allowed someone like Donald Trump to come in, bitch slap your party, take it over, make it crazy, burn it to the ground, and then screw over your establishment candidates on the way out. Beautiful. That's exactly what you deserve, because that's what's going to happen and is happening. So I totally agree with MAGA on this one. Stay home. And I see that there was a Democrat group that put up several billboards, I think, in Georgia that say that David Perdue and Kelly Loeffler do not deserve your vote and that to stay home. So that's funny. And hopefully this will happen. And then we will take the Senate back. And not that we're going to still get anything done, but man, that's some beautiful irony when MAGA totally screws over the Republican Party. But hey, this is what you wanted, a lightning rod in Donald Trump. You wanted somebody you could put up there who's going to take all the heat because he says crazy shit and he does crazy shit and he tweets crazy shit, and that's all the media wants to talk about is Donald Trump and his crazy shit. All the while, you're getting your tax cuts, you're getting your deregulation, you're getting everything that you want from this Republican president who is up here taking the heat for you while you just sneak around in the background. Well, that plan did not work out for you so well. Yes, you got what you asked for as far as your tax cuts and your deregulation and your awful policies. But what you didn't plan for was the fact that when the baby loses the election, that he is going to completely burn the system to the ground, your party included, and he is now doing so. You can't control Donald Trump. You're not going to control Donald Trump. But he now owns you. Republicans are Trumpers. They are one and the same now because he owns the base. And I'll tell you how he's done it. Even in losing, he still owns the Republican Party because what he's going to do, and is what he said he may do, is he's going to launch his 2024 campaign with a huge rally on Inauguration Day during Joe Biden's inauguration. So, what's the Republican Party going to do? All these people that wanted to run for president in 2024 are now screwed because Trump, is going to keep up the grift and keep another 4 years of campaigning only to raise money because, I mean, hell, it's good money. When you got a base of sheep like Donald Trump has that's willing to open their wallet, I mean, shit, he's not stupid. Keep it rolling. So he's going to grift for another 4 years. But the problem that I see there is there's going to be so many lawsuits against Trump that when he comes out, he's not going to be doing a lot of campaigning or a lot of rallies. He's going to be tied up in court. His whole family is. But that is the plan, and is to start for 2024. And I'm telling you right now, if he manages to do it and he manages to stay on top, whoever the Democrats throw up, which is always going to be some milquetoast shit candidate like Joe Biden, they're going to lose. They're going to lose big. And, but anyway, the Republican Party's doing its best to, recover from Donald Trump, and it's going to be a very long road for the Republicans because Donald Trump has burned your party to the ground, and he now owns it, and he owns you.